Hey, I'm Stan Lee, and boy, are you lucky you're watching Geek Out USA. Excelsior!
And welcome to Geek Out USA, episode 88. It's 88.
We're getting ever closer to that 100.
Nice. Real close to that 100. And I still haven't planned anything for it exactly, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to tell the audience that you don't plan things for your show.
Well, it's still a ways
It's
off.
still 12 whole weeks away. 12
weeks.
3
That's
months.
time. We've got time.
That's time.
We can do things.
That's time. I can plan it in 1 month, so we'll probably do that before, but who knows. But Will Stateczny,
How's it going?
Topwise Games. How's
Thanks.
it going?
Good, good. Thanks for having me back again.
Yeah, it's great. Your second appearance on Geek Out USA. Well, the first one was at Heroes and Fantasies.
Yeah.
Right before Monkeys Need Love 2 got funded.
Yes.
Yay!
That was awesome.
Funding
so that was
for
really
monkeys.
cool. I'm glad that happened. So I've been playing Monkeys Need Love lately.
Two, also.
Monkeys Need Love 2.
You got to
And
share
they
love.
really do.
You got to share the love with more than just monkeys.
Yeah, as well. So, and I've been kicking butt at that game. I love it. It's fun.
Is that
It's
true?
really cool.
Yeah, he does, actually. Yeah. I don't know why he seems to be, like, lucky with the monkeys. And I have all the clumsy monkeys. He has, like, the skating card. My monkeys, lead.
So are
and-
you aggressive with your bananas?
No, I'm not.
Conservative?
I rarely throw a banana. I think the last game I didn't even throw a single banana.
No, he didn't even tell me about throwing bananas. See, he cheats. That's why he's doing. He didn't tell me there was banana throwing. He just told me I had to use the bananas to feed my monkeys.
They were throwing. What's her name was throwing bananas at me? Who's playing with us?
Sarah.
Oh, that's
Sarah
right.
from Child's
Sarah
Play.
from Child's Play.
Yeah, you got to work on your banagement.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I had like the dry deck. I didn't have any
I
bananas.
don't want to
and then-
obliterate the people, though.
Yeah. It's
He
encouraged.
kind of does.
It's encouraged.
He kind
Makes
of
me
wants
feel
to
bad.
do
I
that.
can't do that to Colleen, though.
There's even an extra
I get in
rule
trouble.
to really encourage banana peel tossing.
Yeah, can you not encourage him because I do kind of throw tantrums. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those tantrum throwers. Only when I play with him. I can play with anybody else on the planet. Anybody else, but when I play with him, I feel like he's like being mean to me on purpose.
That's just natural because it's husband and wife.
Yeah, I don't like it.
My wife's the same way.
It's ugly. Why do y'all have to be like that?
No.
And you either beat us really bad and make us feel bad, or then you let us win, but it's so obvious that you've let us win. It's not funny. Yeah, you got nothing.
I try my best to win, and she gets mad at me for doing that. And it's just, I can't throw a game. I'm sorry.
No?
But then she's even more sore a winner than she is a sore loser.
That's me. Yeah, that's
you.
totally me right there.
Like, she'll rub it in my face either way.
I'm going to pass
What?
something to Vince really quickly. Can
Wait.
you look at that for me really quickly and see if that's my phone or if that's our video feed? Because I don't want us to have fuzzy video feed the whole time.
Do we have a fuzzy video right now?
Does the video feed look fuzzy, producer boy? Yeah, on there.
It looks clear.
It looks good.
Yeah, it
So
should
it's
be-
just my phone?
Well, not necessarily your phone. It's still processing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Let us know.
Let us know in the Chitango if the video feed is fuzzy so that we can try to fix that right away.
So we have good up right now, so we should be good.
Okay. I don't know, up, down, sideways. I don't know any of this like internet lingo.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Come on.
I just
We're
go with
fixing
it.
to get faster stuff.
What? Faster
Yeah.
stuff?
So tell what's been going on with Monkeys Need Love 2.
Oh, we've been moving around like crazy. These past 2 weekends, we were at conventions. We were at AggieCon 46 2 weekends ago up in College Station. That was a big success. And then this past weekend, we were in Austin at HavenCon. That was super huge. That was their first annual convention, and it was a pretty awesome turnout.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been hitting a lot of conventions lately.
I'm just doing what my distributor told me to do. He says conventions, so that's what I got to do. Next up, we're going to be at BGG Family toward the end of May. So.
Oh yeah, we heard when we were at BGG that they were going to start doing that. That's a new thing for them.
Yeah, it's the first one. And that should hit right at my target audience I'm hoping for. So
very cool.
I'm hoping for a good response on that one.
And that's the thing about being an indie developer, right? You've just got to go. And, do you want to play my games? Would you like to play my game? How about my game? Do you like my game now? How about you come over here and play my game? You like my right? It's just constant pitching.
Over and over and over and over. And tell us a little bit more about the Kickstarter aspect of it, because I know I've gone through it with App.
Yeah.
And you went through it, and then I know you had a little bit of hurdles here and there with the things coming back.
Yeah,
I mean,
printer. I found out a lot on my first Kickstarter. The main thing I found out is it's more about who you know and who knows you. So when I first started that Kickstarter in September, I barely had my name out there at all. I mean, I hadn't attended a single convention or anything like that. My first one was during the Kickstarter. So I had maybe, almost 1,000 followers on Twitter, but I've had people tell me, you can maybe rely on 1% to 2% of those followers to actually back your Kickstarter. So I'm constantly, this time around, I am getting my name out there, going to those conventions, just joining conversations on Facebook and Twitter so everyone knows my name. So when I launch a second one, it's not going to be a grind like it was the first time. Because the first one, I was up every single night on Facebook, on Twitter. I was in, 3 conversations over here, 2 over here. I caught myself posting one answer to the wrong conversation. And laughing out.
I remember those days in the App days when we did that, and for Roaches.
Yeah. I don't.
Sad face.
Yeah,
Roaches. It'll be made eventually.
I still want to play it.
We can do that.
We can do that.
We can definitely play some Roaches.
So, you're going to be this weekend. It's going to be International Tabletop Day. April 11th.
Yep.
2015.
Saturday.
Saturday.
So, what exactly are you going to be doing on International Tabletop Day?
Well, first I'm going to go get my butt kicked in CrossFit in the morning, and then after that I'm going to run over to Magic Beans Gaming Cafe.
Yes.
And show off some monkeys.
Very cool. Very cool.
And Magic Beans is over there on Boulevardy. You can look them up there on Facebook. It's Magic Beans Gaming Cafe.
It's like just right inside 1604 off Boulevardy.
Yeah, and it's super cute. We've talked
really
about it there
before.
I
like the tables there. It makes it feel like kind of like a tavern.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're in Red Dragon Inn.
Yes, that was what we were saying. It would be a perfect place to play Red Dragon Inn. They even have like a little fireplace, like a little faux fireplace in the corner, and some chairs set up so you can sit over there. And then they have the big, heavy wooden tables, and they've reupholstered them, and they painted the walls so it's like bricks and stuff, and they've got the bean sprout growing up. So it's really like a fun atmosphere to go to. So I think it'll be a good place for people to come out and play games and have a good time.
I always like the real tables versus like the white, fold-out tables.
It's better for like rage quitting too. It like discourages it because they're super heavy. So then when people feel the need to rage quit, they're like, "Oh God, I can't get this table over." So I was telling them they should stock those little mini. Have you seen the little mini rage quit tables? They're little bitty. They're about this big, plastic, and you just rage quit it like with your finger.
Nice.
You're mad. So no one is injured in the rage quitting, but. Yeah, your game is kind of frustrating.
You would need little miniatures on the rage quit.
I could rage quit your game. I could, because he steals my monkeys, and I get attached to some of the monkeys. Like some of them I like.
Who's your favorite monkey?
I like the little guy with the football helmet. What's his name? Dan?
No, that wasn't Dan. Oh shoot!
I have a
football. Put me on the
thing.
spot.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't even know your own monkey is? What's wrong with you?
Steve. No, and then everybody loves. Who's the existential one that you don't have to feed bananas to?
That's me.
Oh, is that you? Yeah. That's Will. Yes, it is you.
Tuscalone the maker.
I get it.
Godlike?
Hello.
Yes.
I get it. I'm a little slow on the uptake today. That's
Boom,
okay.
boom.
Hey,
that's his joke.
Everybody likes that monkey.
Of
so
course.
Everybody's
It's
always
the best
trying to
monkey
keep
on the deck.
because he doesn't need to eat.
Right.
So.
He doesn't get sick either.
He doesn't get sick either.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. So we did kind of have a little melee over that monkey last time we played. Yeah. Because there's that card where you have to like count it around.
Roller skates?
Yes, the roller skates. Man, we played the heck out of that card. We kept playing it on.
Yeah, I think I go on roller skates more times than any other monkey. So
Yeah.
I need to start keeping stats on that. But
Well, yeah, and then since you have to roll on it, then so like the girl we kept playing it on because she had it, Sarah had it, and so she would roll perfect every time, and it would go back to her. We were like, really? Do it again. Roller skate it again, baby. Roll again. So it was fun.
you need to hold on to your poo for that.
Yeah, I didn't have any poo. I just like got roller skate happy. Sometimes I get overly excited about the cards. I'm like, oh, this one's fun. Okay, let's play it. I don't think about strategy. That's my problem. I shouldn't blame Vince for beating me. I beat myself.
Again, that's when you play wife-husband, the strategy, logic goes out the window. It's all about revenge.
I'm going to remember that. Revenge.
But she beats me all the time at my game.
Oh, when we play Apt?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's only because I get kind of flustered and I want you to go faster. And I'm like, hurry up, just play. And you're like looking around the convention trying to bring people over or whatever and talk to people. And I'm like, oh, come on, play your turn, play your turn. And then I make him play stuff and then it's my turn again. And so then I'm like, and he's like, oh, well, never mind. I meant to do something else.
I have one game in my collection that I've only lost at once. And it was a crokinole board that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I lost is because they made me use my pinky to fling the pieces on. So.
You're like, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Did you go to BGG Con?
No, unfortunately, I can't make it to BGG Con just because it is the same time as my day job's users conference.
Oh.
So that's the one con I cannot make.
I hate when that happens. It was fun.
It was fun. We didn't
boards
get to
out,
go as
but-
long as we wanted to because I teach, and then that's a big time,
Right.
during November. It's
Yep.
hard for me to get out and leave because we have so many breaks, So we got to go for a little while, and I played a super fun game that everybody was like, oh, you're never going to see this game again. Like, it's out of print. And sure enough, right after BGG, they did a Kickstarter to, like, renew this game. And I'm like, yes, I need this game. It's called Unspeakable Words.
They're fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's super funded. It's super funded. So this is another one that I rage quit on Vince, so he's making faces because I totally rage quit this game.
Okay. She wanted to play this game really, really bad. I was like, I don't really like word games. But, okay, I'll play, since it has Cthulhu in it. And so I decided to start playing. And I don't even realize how I won that game. Because I was like, my words were getting all jumbled and not understandable at that point. Because I lost, what is it, whenever you...
Yeah, you lose like madness points based on the word that you create or something like that. It's like Scrabble meets Cthulhu, kind of. It's kind of fun.
Nice.
But you have to be able to kind of wager stuff against your word, too. And I think he was more strategic in the wagering of things, and he ended up ahead with the points. So, again, with the anger.
You need to like take her out to dinner or something before
I
or
always
after.
take her out to dinner, and then we just keep arguing there. I'm tired of you beating me.
You don't bet me anymore. This is why I can't play video games. No.
And then you can't let me win.
Put some flowers
I
in the
can't
middle of the
win.
table.
Bring you a dozen roses.
Yes.
Make up for it.
That's lovely. I appreciate it.
And a bag of dice.
And a bag of dice. Rose-colored dice. Ooh, I like it. That's a good idea. Okay, you're onto something. So what's your favorite thing to do in Monkeys Need Love Too? Just like seeing people play your game? Is that...
I like throwing the banana peels.
Yeah.
I like throwing them so much that I'll starve my monkeys to throw them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to show me how to do this, because he didn't tell me about that part, so...
Well, that's where bananagement comes into play. I mean, you got to feed your monkeys, but you also got to throw the banana peels to try and knock people unconscious. They lose their next turn if they're unconscious.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to do that to y'all.
And then if you want to go really extreme, you can enact the concussion protocol rule.
There's a concussion protocol rule?
Yeah, it's an extra rule at the end of the rule book. Whereas if you get knocked out 3 times, you have to leave the game for medical reasons.
Really?
Yeah.
God, so if there was somebody like you didn't like, or you really wanted to beat, Oh, that's probably why he didn't tell me about that rule, because it would have gotten really ugly. That's probably why he kept it from me.
I don't think I read that rule, but I don't think you told me about that rule either.
It's at the very end of the rule book.
Oh, well, he doesn't read.
There's
You have you not heard that Vince doesn't read?
There's the nice way to play, and then there's the evil way to play, and that's the evil way.
Evil. Okay.
Even eviler.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, he plays Ruthless, because when we're playing Apt,
He plays to win, huh?
That was just that one game.
we got to play again.
But then, didn't you, like, at the end, like, pull some card that gave you the win at the very end, though?
Yes. Well, I kept winning every single... When we played 3 times?
Yeah.
We played 3 times.
Yeah, but the second or third game, I got so many cards that, like, kept taking all of his stuff and everything. And then at the end, he pulls, like, this switcheroo card that, like... gives him the win. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like,
so you broke the cardinal rule of demoing. You're not supposed to win your game when you demo it.
He's a gamer though.
Oh, okay.
And he was
He
playing.
has it out for you,
and he
Will.
was playing
He has it out for you.
Ruthless.
Oh, okay. That's his cardinal rule. Is that your cardinal rule or when
I
you
learned
demo
from
or
the
do you?
master, though.
So do you let people win when you're teaching them, or do you?
No.
No,
He
not
doesn't.
at all. No.
And
Okay.
that's one of the reasons.
How would you feel if you won because I let you win? Or if you won
Yeah, but if people don't really
won.
know the game, they don't know that you're letting them win. If you sit on stuff in your hand, they don't really know. You can do, lifts and discards and stuff, and if you know enough magic and sleight of hand.
But if you
You
know
can
that, if you
lose.
know that you truly won, you would feel so much better.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather win and not know anything.
That's what I tell my
I would
wife.
just rather win all the time and not know that I didn't win fair
I've
and square.
actually started going against that and actually started to play for real because I hate losing. And I think it's better.
Well, I just can't. It's not that I hate losing.
Uh-huh.
I just can't play less than 100%.
Wow. I can't
We gotta
believe you just
hang
went
out
there.
more, Will.
I can't believe you just went there. That's crazy.
If you're gonna play, you might as well play all the way.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. I'm down. I do, but then somebody was fussing at me like, man, don't cutthroat the people that you're trying to get to buy the game. What's wrong with you? I'm like, what? They can't do math? That's not my problem. You do some math. So, yeah.
You
maybe
gotta
we
show
should.
them the entire game. So to do that, I have to throw banana peels at them, get them knocked unconscious, all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm kind of a smack talker when I game, too.
Nice.
I am. So, I have to watch that when we're demoing. Smack talking
I'm the
people.
silent type.
Yeah, I could see that.
I just
like
hit you
silently.
with my play.
See, I have to smack talk because I'm not very good at playing and I have no strategy. So then I got to
He's
smack
like,
talk you
"Look,
and throw you off your
This is what I'm
game.
doing here.
Look, I just kicked your butt. You're done.
Yeah, that's Vince. I mean, we were doing that second game of Apt, and I was just like, I'll play this. I'll do that. I'll do that. that takes your 10 points to mine.
And then what did I get? The anniversary edition, or did I do one where I stole?
You did. I don't know what you played, but it was like how does that card even exist? Why is that?
I invented this card. Oh yeah, you did, jerk face.
But no, I don't like to use drain with new people. That one's a bad card.
Well, you know,
It's good for experienced players.
drained makes people flip their lid because that card you take half of the percentage of the person that you choose.
I think we
so.
Yeah, we were using drains.
Yeah.
Oh,
we use
okay.
drain.
Yeah. So then you got to do more
They didn't get
math.
used that much until like the second or third game, but yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't want to play it because they don't want to do the math.
But
They're
no-
like, wait, I have to do half of what? Oh, no.
But now I want to look through the deck to see what card that was that you played on me again.
It's probably something sneaky, and he probably lied about the rules. I'm just saying.
Well, it was probably jacked.
Which one is that?
That's just where you steal the largest app. That's probably not
No,
it. That's
that
not a
wasn't
crippler.
it. No, it was a complete game changer. I'll have to look.
Oh, was it the one ongoer?
No, because that just gives you a large app percentage. This did something to him. You did something to
We'll look
Will.
at the cards. We'll find
Okay.
You cracked him.
And see if it's part of the soon-to-be expansion or not.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of talk lately, back and forth about Kickstarter, especially since the whole like potato salad thing happened, and
Exploding
There's an
Kittens.
egg
People-
salad thing at Gen Con
on Kickstarter.
on Kickstarter.
It's not really getting any
No,
play though.
I'm glad.
I mean, the potato salad was a one-hit wonder. It kind of was to make a point.
Yep.
And then there have been people that have not fulfilled things, and things happen. And we all know from being through the experience, people on the outside, they're like, oh, you're not bringing me my game, you're not doing this. But I don't think people realize how many layers we have to go through
Oh,
to
yeah.
get things prepared, to get things shipped.
Yeah, no, after it funds, that's where the really fun part begins. I mean, it's just, you got so many different things that you got to schedule out to get done, and then you got to deal with stuff like I had to deal with labor disputes on the at the ports of LA. I mean, my Monkeys Need Love 2 actually sat out in the water on the vessel for 11 days before it even got to dock.
Yeah, and that's completely out of your control. There's nothing you could foresee about that.
No, the only
because you even try when you're doing the Kickstarter to put it further out, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, I think I'm gonna have it by here.
Yeah, I added a month on to my predicted delivery date, just in case of any hiccups like this.
I think we added like 2 months.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was a good thing we did, because
Yeah.
then we got that whole shipment that they printed completely wrong, so then had to start all over again, which was a total disaster.
Yeah, a friend of mine's going through that same process. He got the initial cards, and like the coloring was all faded on some of them, so they didn't all match. And then he's probably gonna have to go through some legal stuff to get some of his money back.
We were really fortunate that the company that we worked with,
Well, they were going to try to charge me to ship it again to me. I was just
Yeah,
like, wait a minute.
they were gonna do that to him too.
But
It's
when
your
you
fault,
when
not
you
mine.
were stern with them and talked to them, they came around. We didn't have to
Yeah.
go through any legal action, so that was good. We didn't have to go through any of that. They
Luckily,
took
though,
care
with this
of it.
guy, he went through a U.S. company, and the first problem was they didn't tell him, but they actually outsourced it to a China.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
People don't realize that it happens a lot.
So for his second print, though, he found a completely new company to get it printed. He's going to fork over the money, and then I think he's going to take the initial company into legal battle.
We have a post from an anonymous. Has Nathan been on yet? No, he hasn't been on yet, but he will be.
He'll be next.
next. So stay tuned.
You have stalkers, Nathan. They're posting.
Whoever Anon9003 is.
They're waiting for you. So do you think, Will, that you would do Kickstarter again?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm hoping for my second game, A Bad Day for Donuts. I'm hoping to launch that July, August sometime.
Very cool.
Yeah, we'd like to do something around that time frame too, because
Is
we're
it
going to
like
go to
a
Gen Con. So.
Homer-esque kind of game or something?
Donuts.
It's we're all bakers in this one.
Oh, cool.
So we go out, we collect ingredients from the board, we collect recipes, we bring them back, we bake our donuts, and then we send our donuts back out on the board to fight other donuts.
Nice.
Nice.
Scary combat donuts.
Yes.
Very cool.
So it's about 80% done right now.
Good job.
Yeah, just doing some fine tuning.
Yeah, I'm like, we're stuck in the midst of our latest creation. Between where we want to go, we're going to do like 1950s Rumble style card-based board game, we think.
Nice.
And we had it pretty play tested, and then changed our minds, because I tend to be, when I design games, I can't help it, I still tend to be 7th grade science teacher, elementary school teacher, mommy-ish, and it didn't really work.
Had it done had you not been like that.
Yeah, so I fought the artist and I fought the other designer, and I was like, it's too mean, and then we play tested it, and all the people were like, I would like to kick people's butts, and I was like, oh,
Why isn't there more blood?
there should be more blood in this, and like that was a lot of the feedback. So
Well, the initial version of Monkeys Need Love 2 was a lot more ruthless. I mean, it wasn't you just got slipped on banana peels and passed out. You actually died and you got reset and everything. So you lost all your stuff.
Nice.
So I
People
would
tend
tone
to
it down
like
a little bit.
that.
That way I could, widen my audience.
Do an expansion.
Yeah.
Do a ruthless expansion. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was surprised how many people really tend to actually like that. I'm more like soft and squishy mommy time. I'm like thinking of all these little kids, and no, they're like, let's go, let's do it.
I want to kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm like,
Well, you got your real world, and then you got your fantasy world.
yeah,
So-
that's true. So in the game world, it's okay to like bludgeon people with pipes and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Of course.
I can fix that. I just gotta work on it.
It was funny. I actually did lose one guy on Kickstarter. He was going to post it, and then he was looking at all the cards and stuff, and he realized that innocent monkeys were dying in this game. Like, because, I have, like, the end where if you draw this card, you accidentally send some monkeys down the incinerator.
Right.
And then I do have some monkeys that get sick and die. So he's like, I was going to pledge until I saw that innocent monkeys were dying in this game. Like, it's a game, right?
It's cards, right?
It's a game.
You get it, right?
They're
You're just
not
never going to
real
please
monkeys.
everybody.
No.
You're just not.
No.
Probably didn't pledge to exploding kittens.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Not to exploding kittens, not his thing.
Or what was that other RPG, Killing Puppies for Satan?
Yes, that is an RPG. It really, really is. Killing Puppies for Satan.
I
And
missed
there's
that one.
another one that I can't talk about on air that Richard told me about a long time ago.
Yeah.
You get banned from forums if you talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some games out there that... people think Cards Against Humanity is bad. They have no idea. They have no clue. Some of the games that are out there. No clue. Y'all have no clue. But there are really some lovely games out there, too.
Yep.
And some really fun ones, and some family-oriented ones, and some, hack and slash your friends kind of ones. So there's a lot of good tabletop gaming to be done.
Yeah, what are... Do you play a lot of indie games?
Not as much as I would want to, just because of time constraints.
Uh-huh.
But I'm trying to get more and more, get out to Dragon's Lair, get out to all the game nights and stuff like that, so I can play more of the other games, get to know the people, things like that. But I would love to, but just my day job, family, all that stuff kind of prevents it from happening as much.
We live in your world. We totally
Yes.
understand.
Yeah.
And then plus there's paying for the development of the next game, so you can't buy as many new board games as you'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
Although I did hear that Barnes and Noble was having some sale this week or something like that.
Oh,
on most of
yeah.
their games.
Somebody over there who's going to be on next told us about that, so we're going to have to go hit
Yeah.
that up.
I was gonna hit that up.
Percent off.
Yeah.
So many people know about it now. It used to be in years past where it would go to 50%, 60%, and it would go all the way up to 90%. I picked up Settlers of Catan, the travel version, for $2.
Oh, my gosh.
Settlers of Catan
Wow.
for $2
Wow.
for the travel version. So in case you didn't hear that,
I'm just
Still pretty cool. $2 is hey.
I'm just hoping there's still stuff there to choose from, since it started a few days ago, I think.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go out there, and then I promised my kids at school I'd go to their track meets, and then we're doing this, and then I'm like, oh, I keep missing out on...
Yeah, I've seen postings on Facebook from other people going there.
Well,
It's
yeah,
already
'cause
been picked dry and stuff.
Our oldest son told us that Target, 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was buy $30 worth of game, get $30 worth free, or something like that. It was some really good
It was
board
I think it was
game.
buy two, get one free.
Something like that, yeah. And he got all these games, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go. I never went. Missed out on games.
well, you got Munchkin and
They got
He got
Pandemic
the
there.
Adventure Time
Adventure Time
Munchkin.
He got both of them.
Yeah, he got the golden version or whatever, and I forgot what else. I don't know. He showed me stuff.
So yeah, we all game a lot. It's fun. It's great. It's super.
It's interesting to see the mainstream games that have made it to Target, Settlers of Catan,
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Ticket to
Munchkin,
Ride.
Ticket to Ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they've actually made it that mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
everything that's on tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
Tabletop has definitely helped the industry.
Yeah,
I can
big
definitely say that has been a big help for the industry, is
So,
to get the word out.
thanks,
And I
Will
think social
Wheaton.
media.
When I see you, we'll have another beer.
Oh my God! Please do not tell the Will Wheaton story again.
I haven't heard it.
I haven't heard it.
I had a beer with Will Wheaton.
That's awesome. Is that it?
That's it, and we talked.
And you let him into the party, remember?
I got him
'Cause
into the
You
party.
had an invitation to the party that Will Wheaton did not have an invitation to. I thought that's what you were going to tell us.
Yeah.
He can't get in on name alone?
They didn't know who he was. At Tiki Bob's.
Oh, name dropping.
Ooh. Well, I mean, ordinarily, it's just... And if you don't... Because he looks different from his character on
Big Bang.
Well,
Star Trek?
No, not
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek. Because he's so much older now.
Well, yeah, he was a child when he did Star Trek.
Yeah.
But if you've seen him on Tabletop, you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
He still kind
Yeah.
of looks like him. You see him on Stand By Me. He was a little boy.
Yeah.
But
More hair.
he was on Stand By Me. Yep, the producer had forgotten about that. I know things about these movies and stuff.
Yeah, well, Will, thanks a lot for coming in. We're
thanks for
going to
having me.
switch out right now and get Nathan on, so if you can kind of cue that in, Nick. And then we'll get Nick and Nathan on. But this is a different Nick, not the Nick behind the camera.
There's all kinds of nicks.
All kinds of Nicks, it's all good.
Can you hear me, Nick?
And we're back! So, you
Yay!
probably heard us talking and stuff, but that's cool. And we have Nathan here.
Hello.
And we have Nicholas.
Hey.
And they're going to talk to us
Anyway.
about more tabletop gaming,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
International Tabletop Day.
Yes.
And it's going to be, again,
Saturday.
April 11th, Saturday. And it's going, for you, you're organizing it at Pier 1, hosting.
Basically, my work is allowing us to have our game day there.
Mhm.
They've got a large open area and a bunch of tables and bunches of tables and chairs, and so they just basically said that in the tech industry, a lot of us are kind of geeks and nerds and like all that kind of culture stuff. So,
Shut up. No way.
I know, right? So one of our main customers is Miniature Market.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hit him up and I said, hey, if I threw this thing, would you be interested in sponsoring it? And so he said, yeah, sure. So I hit him at work. They said, yeah, go ahead. They gave us a space, and we're just doing a event by gamers, for gamers. It's not really in support of any one store or anything else. It's completely free to the public, and it's just come and play. If you want to bring your own games, or we've got a couple lending libraries that are going to be available, and
Yeah.
it's going to be running from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, we're going to be out there in the morning.
Yeah,
we're
we'll
going to
be out
take
there
the
in the
Game
morning.
Expo library.
Mm-hmm.
And
Game
then if you
Expo
guys
all the
have been
way.
checking us out on Facebook, you'll see all the new games that we've been getting because our friends in the industry are hooking us up. So thank you.
Thank
We
you,
love
industry peeps.
We'll have Monkeys Need Love 2 over there at the Pier 1 event. And so will be running it over at Magic Beans, and we'll also have
And
it
we'll
at Pier
have it
1.
there at Pier 1.
We have the DC Deck Building Group. We have Zombies from Twilight Creations and some of their games. We got Dominion in. What else did we get? We've just gotten like a whole slew of stuff recently.
All the DC, did you say DC
Yeah, the DC Deck Builders. So we
stuff?
got that from Cryptozoic. We got stuff from Rio Grande Games, stuff from Twilight Creations.
Mm-hmm.
We've got stuff in there from Fireside Games, who we love, out of Austin. We've obviously got our Pincha Games stuff.
We do?
Yeah.
When do we get that?
We have Dead Panic, I believe.
Oh, cool.
And then there's going to be some stuff in the little kits, too, that we get. So we're going to have stuff and things. So
Stuff
lots
and
of stuff.
things.
Lots of stuff. And stuff for families, too. So don't be afraid if you've never played tabletop games before. There's a lot of stuff that you can play. You can start. I even have My Little Pony, like Chutes and Ladders for the little big kids. So you can start with something really easy. Nick, are you going to be there and play games?
I'm going to be there.
He's going for My Little Pony. That's
No.
Yes! Nick's going to play the pony.
No, I'm good.
What kind of games do you like to play?
I like a bit of everything. Munchkin is one of my favorites. So
Oh.
that's something that I started off with my dad.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good cutthroat boy kind of game. Yeah. You like
And
that one?
it's a good starter game too.
It is a good starter game for people, and it's good. There's a lot of reading on the cards, so it's kind of easy to follow along in what you need to do. Have you ever played King of Tokyo?
Actually, I have. We're starting that with my little sister. She's 5.
See? Yeah, so even, if the little one as little as 5 can play, You can teach me how to play and teach me all the rules, not like Vince, so that I can like know how to
So
actually.
he doesn't cheat.
Yeah.
This card only works on Tuesdays and when I play it.
Because I've been wanting to play King of Tokyo because it looks like Rampage, the video game. Have you ever played that video game?
No, I don't.
Oh
Now,
no!
that's dating now.
Oh no! Okay, we've got to find that for you to play. You're gonna play Rampage then.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
That game is super awesome, and that's what King of Tokyo reminds me of. So we have that in the lending library too. King of Tokyo,
Yep.
Sorrow, which is a lot of fun.
Oh, I love
That's a
Sorrow.
really good.
I remember, what was it, at Texicon, where we got to play on a like life-size Sorrow board,
That is awesome.
and it was really
It was
cool.
so
It
much
was
cool
so
to
much
watch y'all
fun.
play. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was too nervous to play because I didn't want to because there was a big crowd of people watching. And
So
I was like, I don't
because
want to
we
screw up
are
and
like the
mess up in front of
dragons,
them.
and we would walk on the tiles.
That's cool.
So yeah,
I've always wanted to do like a life-size Catan or life-size, like a large Ticket to Ride with actual miniature trains.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of cool.
Well, they do the giant katana at Gen Con,
yeah.
right?
Nice.
Yeah. They take up like a whole lot of room and do the giant katana, and that looks fun.
I saw a giant Castle Panic one where they were doing the Castle Panic game,
Uh-huh.
which was kind of interesting because it's kind of like a tower defense kind of things are coming in. So that looked kind of cool too.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to just kind of like make your own giant versions of some of these games and kind of
Right.
like play them out there. You dress up in cosplay and do King of Tokyo. No.
I'm gonna make a
Cyber
giant
Bunny.
app game. So how did I know Nick was saying that he got into playing games with you with Munchkin. So how did all of that occur? I mean,
I used to game a long time ago, especially in my high school and teenage years. I was into D&D and things like that, and I was just looking for something to kind of unplug and get my kids into that I could, that wasn't a video game or wasn't,
yeah.
And so I started doing, role-playing D&D, started doing Munchkin. We picked up, one of the first games that we ever picked up was Munchkin Quest, which is kind of like a board game version of Munchkin. And we've been at it for about 4 or 5 years now. We started off when he was about 6 or 7 and just kept, you're 13 now, so it's probably about 7 years now. We've just kind of kept going on it, and we play everything from Mansions to Madness, which is one of my favorite games, to...
We know.
I bring it up every time because it's so awesome. To Ticket to Ride, to pretty much, he's down to play everything. I picked up the Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small at the Barnes & Noble sale, and we got it out, we read the rules, and we're gonna play it this week. So I mean, he's pretty much down to play anything, and it's just a great bonding time to be able to do with your family members. That you're not just staring at a screen.
Yeah.
That there's some kind of interaction between you guys, and so I found that once a week we can just get together, throw some dice, tell some stories, have some common laughs, and build those bonds face to face instead of just always staring at a screen or talking on your phone or texting.
Yeah, I mean, we try to promote that a lot, especially being a school teacher, and because we have 3 kids of our own and everything, just trying to have the family time and spend time. You like that? I know kids your age like to, play on apps and be on your phone and be on Imgur and Netflix and everything, but you like the game time.
Yeah.
So do you feel like, do you talk to some of your friends at school, and do you feel like, you kind of have a nice family thing going on at home that you get to do this gaming and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you think you'll do more gaming when you get older, like kind of branch out and game with your friends? And
Yeah, I've actually been trying to get my friends into gaming.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good. I'd like to see like more gaming clubs and stuff at some of the schools where you guys can kind of get together at the school, because you can't always go to each other's houses or something, but maybe like once a week, staying in a teacher's classroom after school or something and playing some board games would be really fun, I think.
We've talked about having them do something like that. It's just with their school, you have to have the teacher who's willing to sponsor it, and you have to have that go on. He's been to Anime Club a couple times, which is kind of cool, which is kind of a geeky kind of thing. But we're actually looking into getting a board game or a gaming tabletop thing, maybe going into school if we can find a sponsor to be able to take that. So anybody at Folks, if you're listening and want to sponsor that, that'd be awesome.
Just encourage, encourage one of your teachers. I'm sure you're gonna find a nerdy teacher somewhere out there, and then just encourage your nerdy teacher. You want to play games. I think sometimes people are intimidated because they don't know how to play the games, and they think, well, as a grown up, we don't want to be there and be like, oh, there's all these little kids, and I don't know how to play this game, and they're like showing me up. But that's kind of the fun thing sometimes, is getting a kid to be really excited about a game and want to play it. And
I think that's the hardest part is. When you pick up some of these more advanced games, you have the 20-page rule book, and you're just like,
yes,
wow, okay, I have to invest the time to read War and Peace over here because I want to play Dreadball. And there's some really great videos out there for Watch It Played and things that give you the tutorial. And I love Plaid Hat because they've gotten the guy from Watch It Played, and he does rule intros for them. And so we can all sit down, we can watch a 15-minute video. And they don't have to sit there and, oh my God, I've got to read this 30-page thing, and it's enough to get started. And so that makes them a lot more accessible to especially children his age. Because I don't mind reading rule books, but a lot of kids don't.
Right.
Really
I mean, when you get a board game and you get a 20-page book to have to look through, I just it's too much.
This is where house rules come from, right? Is you're like, I didn't want to read the rest of that, so I decided we're going to play it this way.
Legislate works this way for now.
Go for it.
That's why you get a bunch of money on free parking now. That's why.
Yeah, that's why everybody gets free parking money now.
Anyway,
it was never
anybody ever buy that House Rules edition? I always wanted to get the House Rules edition of Monopoly. That includes all the House Edition rules that were made up.
Like, nobody's gonna...
You're not allowed to play Monopoly.
Yeah, even the producer knows you're not allowed to play Monopoly.
Yeah.
And real gamers say that Monopoly's not a game. You know that, right? You're in the minority of actual gamers who believe that Monopoly is an actual game.
It's a game.
Your son at the last event that we went to, he got suckered into a 2.5-hour game of Monopoly. And the guy goes, I want to play Monopoly. I'm like, and this is your guy. Yeah, they played a two-player game of Monopoly, and he just every once in a while he just kind of look over and give me the look of death, and I'm just like, yeah, it was
better
great.
you, buddy.
It is a long game, but the reason I say that, and I still like playing the game, just because it brings me back to my childhood, and just be able to grab those dice and then roll and then figure out where you're going to be on the board. It really just takes me back.
So he liked to play it when the kids were younger and more gullible because he could get them to give him property that they should not be giving him.
Oh, sure, Boardwalk. Here you go. That's $5. Yeah.
And then he would pit them against one another. He's very evil. You have no idea.
Nice.
He's super evil. Yeah. So this is why the children don't play games with us anymore. They go to my oldest son's apartment and have game night, and we're not invited anymore. No. Yeah. But you know what? It's nice to see them grown, continue to play, and bringing some of their friends in and continue to play. So it's nice to see that, like, continuing to go. Even my youngest, who's a senior in high school, he takes games to days when they know that they're going to have, like, an easy day or something, and he'll take card games, or he'll even take our game and show off our game for us and stuff like that. So it's nice that they kind of branch off and start to play their own games. Because, I mean, my parents played, like, Scrabble with me and stuff like that, you know. But a child of the 80s, so you don't know about this because you're a little bitty child, but in the 80s, role-playing games were like evil and they were of the devil.
Oh, my dad was telling me about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, you know, I was pretty much, you know, an evil devil worshiper because I liked to play D&D. So my parents kind of struggled with that. And then when I was like 17, my mom let us have like a Halloween D&D night. It was really tough for her, but she did. And we had like a blast. We had a good time, but she was very scared of that game. She's still scared of role-playing games.
I actually have a question from the chat. Doesn't Nathan also make game pieces, characters for a game he plays? Not sure which, just see the photos he posts on Facebook.
Actually, I do a lot of crafting, like the 3D tiles for D&D and stuff like that. The actual miniatures and like the little mimic miniature that was made was actually made by my son.
Oh, good job, Nick.
And it's literally just made out of What'd you make it out of?
I made it out of cardboard and toothpicks.
Yeah, it was an envelope, like a first class envelope, and we bent it up and we followed some directions and used hot glue and toothpicks, and we just painted it up like a miniature, and it's actually really awesome. So it's
Wow.
kind of an interesting way to make D&D miniatures come to life. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
We do a lot of we started off doing a lot of print and play board games because we had like Zombicide, and so we found some zombie print and play games, and we'd use the zombies for that, and then we'd actually paper print the boards, and then cut them out, and then put them on like the card stock, and then seal them down and do all that kind of
Wow.
stuff. Kind of neat.
That's like taking it to the extreme.
Well, that's super crafty board gaming. Like, that's really awesome
Yeah,
that y'all do
I'm a
that.
craft nerd, so.
Yeah, me too. So I like that. I'm glad that y'all do that
If you
stuff.
if you've seen the logo on the flyers that I put out, the skull actually has a paint stick, like a paintbrush, and then an X-Acto knife because of the crafting kind of stuff. So that's
Wow. Cool. Mastermind Russell says, okay, I'm here now. You can start the show.
awesome.
Yeah, let's see, Russ.
Yeah,
you got 14 minutes. So,
So you're going to hear what you get.
so Nathan, did you watch Will Wheaton's tabletop show? Is that what made you decide to do the International Tabletop Day event, or what?
Actually, I started off with Rackspace a couple years back, and they had an event called Extra Life, which is a 24-hour event that goes to sponsor the Children's Miracle Network. And so I started off doing that, and we would. I'm not a real big video gamer. I mean, I do play, but I prefer board games. And so we would go to that, and we would just do board games for 24 hours. And then, so that's like in the first part of the year. In the second part of the year, they had the International Tabletop Game Day. And so that's where I got introduced to it. And so we started doing the 2 events a year. We've been doing them at my house, but now that I actually have a decent place to let me do it, that's why we're actually bringing it out to kind of a public thing instead of just a small thing. But
Yeah, we. Where were we last year? I think we were at a convention last year
For what?
for International Tabletop Day. Weren't we at our convention?
We were at Chimericon
We were.
for International Tabletop
We
Day
were at
last year.
Chimericon
Yeah.
for International Tabletop Day, and then I think we did Dragon's Lair the year before.
But it's not our convention anymore.
It's not our convention anymore. That's a long story. We're not going to talk about that. But so
We're talking about Game Expo. That's what it's all about.
Game Expo. So Game Expo is going to be out at Pier 1 with Nathan. We're also going to have a bunch of our volunteers that are also MIBs, and if people don't know what a MIB is, that's what Steve Jackson's volunteers are called. They're Men in Black. They're going to be at Dragon's Lair. Mark LaRoe with Millennium Con is going to be at Dragon's Lair running miniatures games. Then at Magic Beans is going to be Will. We have some more Game Expo volunteers, the Southworst. They're going to have like Apples to Apples and Robo Rally and stuff like that they're going to have. And then, of course, Magic Beans has a gaming library. Vince and I have to bail on you at about 2, and we're going to go to Heroes and Fantasies for a little while, but then we'll be back. But we're going to have some more volunteers with you playing miniatures and doing a lot of things. Y'all have X-Wing going on, right?
we're going to be having an X-Wing tournament. We're going to be doing, what was it?
We were doing a Ticket to Ride. We're not doing a Munchkin, are we?
The Munchkin got canceled, but Child's Play was going to do a Munchkin, but she had to get called. She got called away. So Child's Play is going to be out there doing their store and some demos. Red Star Gaming is going to be out there doing some of their things. There's going to be Dreadball, probably Mars Attacks. Going to be demoed out there. We're going to be a friend of mine, Sterling, is going to be demoing Arcadia Quest, Mad King Ludwig, and Dead of Winter.
Yeah, Dead of Winter.
So we've got a bunch of demos going
Cool.
on. A couple
Isn't that
tournaments.
what we're getting in the...
Yeah, the International Tabletop Day kit is coming with Dead of Winter, which is going to be at Heroes and Fantasies. The copy that we're going to get is at Heroes and Fantasies because they're helping us as far as sponsoring the kit for us because the kits were not free.
I just want the Felicia Day one because I love her.
Yeah, I'm going to go pilfer through the kit and get you some stuff, Nathan. So I know they have some X-Wing stuff that's going to be in the kit and some other stuff. So Heroes and Fantasies is going to donate some of that stuff to the event at Pier 1.
Nice. Maybe we can get a copy of Monkeys to give out for a door prize. Sweet.
Cool. Very awesome. Now, I finally got the name of Anon 9199. It's Charnel.
Oh, wow.
Charnel, or
Yeah, Dusich.
your son? Oh wow, they look fantastic. Great job. By the way, this is Charnel. It's super cool to see the pictures you post of the game nights and all the kids around the table playing games. So.
Oh, thank you, Charnel. She worked with me at Rackspace and was one of our largest community promoters there. And she did all the Google Hangouts and stuff like that. So really awesome lady.
Very cool.
You're like, hi, it's me.
So cool. And Gamer Geek, or is it Gamer Geek Jen Matos?
Oh,
I think so. It looks...
Yeah. What did Jen say?
Hi.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen. How's it going?
Jen's going to be at Magic Beans. You can see her and her very talented husband, Eric, who is going to be playtesting his brand new game that he did super cute, awesome art for. And you can see him under the artwork of Eric Matos. So they're going to be at Magic Beans also in Bulverde, on Bulverde Road, not in Bulverde.
We're not going to have time to make it there, though.
No, we're not going to get to see them, but so Jen and Eric are going to have us come over another time and play test the game with them. So
Cool.
So the Magic Beans, is it just like a cafe? I mean, can you get like, is it kind of like
you
a
can get like little
Starbucks,
sandwiches and coffees and stuff like that, and we'll have to drag you out there sometime because
Yeah,
you really
that-
like
that
it.
sounds
It's
really interesting.
super fun and cute.
Sounds really
Yeah.
awesome.
It would be
Yeah.
a good thing to take all the kids out too and like hang out there.
Very cool.
So
They have really, like I was telling you, the tables, they're like really rustic looking and like dark wood.
yeah, I just want to play Red
Really
Dragon in
dark
there
stain.
one time.
Yes.
Do they have like cool names for like the Meeple Shake or like the the
You know what? I didn't even look at the drinks last time. I was like so interested in like just looking at the tables and everything that I didn't even look at the drinks that they had. So I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Haley and JD what kind of drinks they have. I'll give them some. Yeah, I'll give them some suggestions. I'll say like Nathan said you should do. Something.
Jen can tell us, and she's
Oh.
on.
I mean, Jen's probably out there.
Yes, she says yes. It is me. So yeah, you can tell us if they have any gamer type
You know, that's
beverages
something
or
I always
food.
wanted to do because I'm like a big Pinterest nerd too. Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
that is
have
awesome.
a cute new. Yeah, that's one of their new.
It's an awesome cup too.
Yeah.
Pretty
The
cool.
Maudib.
Yeah.
From-
Can you see it?
Dude.
Yeah. So go to their Facebook and you'll see all the cute stuff that they have to offer. That's really good. And then what else? I'm trying to think of what else we're doing. We're doing so much stuff. Really go to the Game Expo Facebook page.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah,
out all
about
the
that.
stuff. I created an
Get
event
your
so that it
tickets
shows
now.
like all the events.
Yeah, get your tickets now for Game Expo.
I know if you do a search on San Antonio, I don't know if anybody else's comes up, but I know mine does on the Eventbrite, and it has the map to it. We're going to be down at Pier 1, which is off of 250 East Grayson. It's right there in the Pearl Brewery. They have it's going to be kind of interesting because they also have that farmers market, like the whole event down there where everybody's walking around and kind of. So it should be a lot of foot traffic too. So you can come down, kind of game, kind of walk around, listen to bands and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
go
kind
to
of come
the-
back in.
Go to the granary.
Right.
Oh, it's so good there. Have you been there?
No, I haven't. But
Really
they have
good.
a really good. They have Green, which is the really cool vegetarian restaurant that I
Oh,
like.
yeah.
It's right across the street from us. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there'll be plenty of stuff to do. You can turn it into like a whole day family event. There's
seriously.
like no lack of things to do on Saturday.
It's not like
so.
we're just like some random building all by ourselves with nothing else going on. There's going to be tons and tons of people out there because it's like a little street event, and there's literally hundreds of people that go down there and just hang out at the brewery all day.
What if somebody went to go and dress up as their favorite tabletop game character? Can
Nicholas
they do
is
that?
going from My Little Ponies to shoots another version.
No,
He's gonna be Rainbow Dash, boy Rainbow Dash.
Which one is your favorite?
I don't have a favorite because I don't watch that show.
He's gonna be what are the muscle guys from Attack on Titan? Are you gonna wear your like muscle morph suit? And be the
Weren't you guys talking about bronies last week?
We were talking about
we were
bronies
just
last
saying
week.
we don't understand them. Well, because I've never watched My Little Ponies. I don't understand the draw for My Little Ponies. Okay. I thought it was Fiendship is magic. Oh, that's the new comic. I understand Smurfs, but again, I'm old, so I don't get the whole My Little.
Eric is waving
Care
at the.
Bears.
Jen said Eric is waving at the computer screen, and she also said they're coming up with a new menu actually So Haley is looking for suggestions.
Oh,
So
good. Okay, well then
If
Nathan
you
has
want
suggestions.
magic
and
memes, or
then-
if you go on their Facebook, like them, and then put their stuff on there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think we can all give him some
So
suggestions.
this event, are you going to do it next year, or?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to try to get, like I said, I do the 2 events a year. Last time I did Extra Life at my house, and we had, I think, upwards to 50, 60 people that came by my house all hours of the night and day to kind of play that. And now we've moved out to this event. So yeah, I definitely, there's definitely a draw for it, and people enjoy it, and it's something that I enjoy doing, and it's just a community kind of thing. Get out there and meet people, roll dice, have tokens, friends, and fun kind of a deal. So yeah,
That'll work.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot
I
of
like
fun.
that.
And we're going to play Apt with everybody, and I'm going to bring roaches.
Bring
I
roaches.
wanted to test. I wanted to do some crafty
But it's gonna
stuff
be
with
at
your
Pier 1.
Roaches print and play, and then get that done.
Yeah. We'll try to come visit you too, Will. If not, we'll see you
What
again.
time are you going to be there till?
He's just going to be there like 2 to 3, right?
Yeah, I might be able to get there earlier. I'm trying to hook up a play date for my daughter so I can escape.
Aw, cute. I forgot what it was like to have little bitty ones. It's nice to have grown big old, like this big old monster right here, right? It's nice to have big old kids. Oh, you've got little ones
my
too.
daughter's got 3 birthday parties, so I completely lucked out. One of them's a sleepover, so she's just gone all day. I was like, yes.
Nice.
You're like, you are entertained, darling. Goodbye.
Yeah. She always. I let her. She's the official dice roller at game night for me.
Uh-huh.
So she'll come over and she'll roll the dice, and she's always wanting to. I want to play. Well, it's like you need to learn how to read first. But that's why we picked up the King of Tokyo, and then we picked up Once Upon a Time, which is kind of like you play. It's kind of like Magic the Gathering, where you have cards and you kind of play them down and you advance the story. And so she loves that. So she loves games, but it's like, oh my god, they're just always on top of you for the little kids. So
Well, that was my thought with roaches when I created roaches. Was I created it. You would really not believe this, but I created that game about 11 years ago, when the kids were little, maybe 12 years ago, when they were little, and we would drag them to cons and cons and cons and cons. And like you said, there wasn't all of this back then. Even there wasn't the diversity that there is now, and they needed someone to play, and they wanted to roll the dice and roll the dice and roll the dice. So that's what I created roaches for, so that they could have that, not have to really read. They can see right on the card, my roach is okay, and I can act him out, because when they're little, they like to act, and then they get to be Nick's age, and they kind of lose some of that, and they're like, I'm shy and quiet, and
the magic is gone.
like, I don't want to act things out. This is a bummer. Like, don't look at me. So then I created some stuff. They didn't have to, they didn't have to act things out as much, but you can still kind of play the game as you grow. So, but yeah, do you play any RPGs, role-playing games?
Yeah, I mean, I play RPG video games. I play them all.
Okay, we're gonna make you play an RPG. You're gonna act things out.
He really likes Dungeons and Dragons. Every Christmas he asks for a new dice set. We played Paranoia about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that game was fun.
So he's played RPGs. That's one of the things that when I first was getting into it, that's what I was looking for, was a really, I don't want to say dumbed down, but a child friendly RPG system, and there really isn't all that much material available for 5, 6, 7-year-olds to be able to get out
I might
there.
be working on something. Yeah. Because I'm all about, like, teachery reading stuff, and like on their level and things that they can do, and like roll the dice. And
But that's not Pinchy games. That's
Bolero games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, the kid games don't go under our grown. This is our grown-up game, so it's gonna be like.
Roaches initially did go under
But
Pinchy games.
it didn't work out for people. It kind of stressed them out, so we branched out and did a kids, because I don't know if you know this, but our game company is a bad word in Spanish.
I did.
Yeah. So the like beat people up 1950 style Rumble game is going to be Pinche games, and then the little kid friendly like RPGs and stuff are going to be under Bolero games. So
Nice.
yeah.
I think like maybe like a little princess RPG for like little girls, because little girls love dressing up. They love acting things out. I mean, that would be really, really awesome to kind of have them do something.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing like the character sheets where they can color them in and stuff. So it's like a coloring sheet and stuff. Yeah.
But now people get all upset. Oh, why are you making it this stuff for oh, girlish-y and stuff like that, and I was like, girls are still girls.
Well, I'll just have options. It can be girly warriors and girly princesses, and I was thinking like girls on one side, boys
because
on
I know
the
we
other,
had
the
this
same
entire
characters.
discussion about them making, what was it, like a Mega Bloks version.
Oh
for
yeah,
girls.
we did have that discussion because
Yeah.
they made Mega Blocks for girls and they were
Like
pink.
Lego
And,
Friends.
and they were like, "Oh, that's ridiculous! Like,
Yeah.
why can't little girls like superheroes? Well, why can't little girls like princesses and
Well,
stuff too?
What's ridiculous? They're laughing all the way to the bank with it because it like absolutely was a huge financial boon for them. I mean, they got so much money off of doing that. So yeah,
it's okay for little girls to like both sides. You can want to be a princess or you can want to be a superhero. It doesn't have to be one or the
G.I.
other.
Joes are just big
You
dolls.
can be a princess superhero.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a new game, Princess
Superhero.
Whoa.
Done.
She-
Did it.
Trademark.
Don't trademark. Xena, I love
So
you.
very cool. Thanks a lot for coming by,
no, thank
and
you.
I really can't wait
Appreciate
to.
it. See you Saturday, man.
Yeah, be there Saturday. We're gonna be everywhere. We'll try to. I don't know. We can't make it to Magic Beans when you're gonna be there, Will. But
We'll be there.
But go to Magic
We'll
Beans and
be
play
there.
with Will. And come to Pier 1 and play with us.
yeah, and we'll.
And we'll have Monkeys Need Love too at our event too, because we have a
That'll
week
be
because we
awesome.
You can just do
kickstarted.
like the whole the pub run and just go to each one. You can go to Dragon's Lair, you can go to Magic Bean. You can just do the whole, just follow the scene around.
International Tabletop Pub Run. I love it. That'd be awesome. We may have to set that up next
We're
year.
gonna set it up. Do it right now. No. Do it this year. That's gonna be tough.
Yep.
Well, thanks for having us on, man. I really appreciate
Yeah, I
Oh,
appreciate
you
it.
just
Oh,
killed
yeah, and I
Superman.
had Superman on there
is
too.
dead.
Poor Superman. He died.
Always Superman.
Dun, dun, dun.
But again, Nick. Yeah,
It was nice being here. Thank you.
and I'm glad you're talkative, and
Playing games.
I'm glad you play games because you're not making me weep as much for my future. But thanks again. Thanks for tuning in, checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Nick.
Geek out, USA. Oh, and there's Will too.
And Will.
Bye, Will.
Bye.
And you gotta cut it.